is up, my fellow citizens? It's Gio here, and what an exciting week in Star Citizen. We finally got to see what the Banu people look like and what they're like, and we also got to see the brand new Banu merchant, what it's looking like now, and we finally have a new Banu ship. You guys know I'm a sucker for pretty much any alien ship. I liked all the alien ships so far. I love the way they sound, and they really nail the alien ships. But this one in particular did remind me of Zam's speeder on Star Wars Episode 2, if you guys remember that. The chase of Anakin and Obi-Wan chasing down the speeder, and Zam was a bounty hunter, and he had this green vehicle, well, speeder I should say, not vehicle, that he was flying through, and they chased him down, whatever. But I seen it, and immediately that's the first thing I saw. But let's talk more about the Defender. Now, I was actually expecting a single fighter Banu ship. I was actually looking forward to that. But what threw me off this week that we found out on ATV, that the Banu people are a social group, and they like to do stuff real close to each other, and most of the time you're not going to see like a single fighter ship with the Banu people. It's probably always going to be like multi-crew, and even our multi-crew, like the human multi-crew, is different than their multi-crew. Like everyone will be in one area. Like it wouldn't be like, okay, one turn on the back of the ship like on a Javelin, and then up front is like the crew, you know, flying the ship. Like everyone would kind of be in the same area, guns control and all other stuff, radar. Everyone would be in one same room. So I think that's real cool how the Banu people, you know, have that set up and real multi-crew focused, which, you know, that should be a red flag for some of the people who don't like multi-crew stuff. You know, maybe, you know, the merchantman or the Banu Defender may not be for you. Well, of course, the big ships you wouldn't touch anyways. You wouldn't want multi-crew. But the Banu Defender in particular, you may not like, even though it has been retrofitted for humans, where you can operate this thing without another person. Because if they didn't do that, it'd be pretty much not operational without having a gunner. Like in the Hurricane, you know, you have to have a turret gunner up there with you. With this, you can get control on this. So I think they were pretty much clear. Like if you're driving, flying by yourself in this ship, you will be able to control the guns and stuff on your own. So that's a plus with this thing. Now, even though it says 2 crew, I almost want to say with the bunks in there, you could probably fit an extra person or another person. If 2 people are sleeping, another crew switches out. Like it really is strange to have, you know, 2 beds, and this is supposed to be like a double, you know, cruise ship originally before it got retrofitted for humans. So like, did the Banu both take naps and then, you know, in the middle of space to wake back up and work this thing out? Or like, that's what I'm trying to really figure out, like what was going on with that thought design, because you could fit I mean 4 people in there. I don't see why not. You know, 2 people take a nap and then just switch out. Like in the Herald, you have 1 bed, even though the guy controls the you know, surveillance, but when he's not, he could go to sleep, and the other pilot, you know, he's just sitting there flying out, and maybe they could switch out, he take a nap, you know, whatever the case may be, but there's 1 bed. So, you know, kind of weird with that, but I actually like it. And I would have made this one of my main little mini multi-crew ships, but the cargo, there's not that much in there. It's a very small cargo space, so maybe something small and valuable I could carry that in. So that's one of the things that, you know, you got to take a loss with. You know, you're kind of sacrificing, you know, cargo space, but, you know, you're gonna have some decent guns. And then come to find out, the thrusters are from the Jean, and then the shields are from the Tavern, which, you know, we look at some of the stats for this. I don't even think they even, yeah, it says to be determined, but the max size shield is size 1. But I'm kind of excited to see how the size 1 Tavern shield is, because, you know, that was their kind of niche with the what was that, the Prowler. You know, they boasted about those shields and how powerful those were. So, you know, Tavern shields aren't no joke. So I'm real excited to see how they pull that off with the size 1 and how strong this thing is, because I think that'll be the thing to really separate it, because everyone's talking about the saber right now. Maybe those shields from Tavern could really separate that from the saber, because right now the saber's looking like the better ship. It's still early on and some stuff is on here to be determined, but we just don't know right now. But you know the length is 28 meters, mass 18,000. So it's seeming the same right now, but we'll see. That's the main thing. If those shields, man, I'm really curious about those Tavern shields, because that has to be like a main buying point for that thing. Like, oh look at these shields. I don't know if with the arms, like what kind of shielding it's gonna have, especially when you get out. I don't think it's gonna fold down to the point like the Prowler, of course, but you know, maybe those big things give you some shielding getting in and out. That could be another buying point for that in the hot situation with you and your buddy or whatever. And then another thing I never heard about, I never read any lore about, is the I may butcher this, but the Singe tachyon cannons. Now I don't know much about those. Maybe you guys could inform me on those. I never even heard of those. How powerful those cannons are going to be, and where they come from. Who's the manufacturer? I'm real curious about how those guns are going to get down. On the stat page, it says we're going to have 2 S3 fixed mount, and gimbal mount we're going to have 4 size 3. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see how this turns out. I think it's going to be a pretty special ship. Not too many people jumped on this ship, which is surprisingly, because a lot of people were screaming Banu, Banu, and you know, here goes the new Banu ship. I've been waiting for this for a long time. And real quick on the Banu Merchantman, you know, it's like I like the new look, but I kind of miss the old look too. I know it's strange, but I think they're going for this silver look that it's almost like ancient. I don't know, like ancient silver. I guess the definitive look for the Banu, but I kind of like that brown that they originally had. But I'm cool with this silver look too. But that brown, that original Merchantman, remind me of the I forgot the name of those fly people on episode 2. I'm talking a lot about episode 2, but you know, those flies and their ships. Like if you look at some of the stuff on Attack of the Clones, and even Count Dooku's ship, I got like, they reminded me of the Banu's ship from the pictures I've seen on the Merchantman. So I thought they were gonna go that route, but they went a different route. But it's still alien looky, and it's real cool. Like seeing this thing landed planetside on the sand, I just got Star Wars feels all over it, and I just can't wait to hear how this bad boy sounds, because we know the Jean sounds awesome when you take off in the Jean Scout. So you know, only time will tell. We're gonna see what other components are gonna go in here. The shields are gonna be one of the main things I think for this ship. I think that's gonna be the main selling point on here, because for me, I just really like the way it looks, but I don't think it's gonna be able to compete right now against a saber, if you ask me. But I'm curious who picked the one up, who didn't, what's your reason for it. And this should be interesting, because a lot of people I see and know that I'm friends with, a lot of people are not buying the Defender. Like I said, I just love the way it looks, and I'm hoping for the Devarin shields to be pretty dope to set this apart from, you know, something like a saber. But time will tell, and I will see you guys later. Have a blessed day, and one more thing, Star Citizen for life.